Are you ready for some quick and easy homemade comfort food? Because yep, I'm thinking we all need some comfort food right about now. Well, today I am going to show you how to make quick and easy Instant Pot mashed red potatoes, and make sure you stay tuned because I've got a free PDF download that you are going to want to get your hands on. Welcome back to the Spicy Apron cooking show. My name is Heather and I am here to show you the easiest ways to get the best results in your kitchen. And of course, a lot of those are Instant Pot recipes. So I am the author of 2 authorized Instant Pot cookbooks. I will put the links to those below. But for now, let's get to these quick and easy, and if you blink, you might miss it, Instant Pot mashed red potatoes. Now, I do mashed potatoes all the time and I use all kinds of potatoes. But today we are doing it with mashed red potatoes. One of the reasons I love these is because you don't have to peel them, and yet the skin adds a really nice texture and color to the final dish. So the full recipe link to this is below in the description box, but it's pretty darn easy. I've got 3 pounds of red potatoes that I've cut into quarters. Now you could also use the baby red potatoes if you want to not even bother cutting, but these are regular red potatoes that I've cut into quarters. Just go ahead and dump them right in your Instant Pot. Now, the secret to making these super easy is I don't even want to bother draining them. So the way you do that is you put the correct amount of liquid. Now I am using 3/4 of a cup of water. That is just to allow it to come to pressure, and then it's just enough to where it will get reabsorbed by the potatoes so your potatoes will not be dry. If you have an 8-quart, I would use 1 cup of water because of the volume. It takes a little bit more water to come to pressure. Now, I do also like to add a little bit of salt while they're pressure cooking. I will also add some more salt later, so just a couple of pinches right now. All you need to do is pressure cook these on high. Oops, got that backwards. All you need to do is pressure cook these on high for 8 minutes, and then we're not gonna drain them, and then we're gonna add the good stuff, and you're gonna have perfectly cooked homemade mashed potatoes. Now don't forget to turn the valve to sealing as it's coming to pressure. We have all probably made that mistake where we've left it on venting and all of the steam escapes. That does not end well. So turn it to sealing. And when the time is up, go ahead and do a quick release to release all the pressure immediately. And by the way, if you want to know the difference between a quick release and a natural release and a slow release, that is one of the things that I cover in my Instant Pot course. It's called Be the Boss of Your Instant Pot. So for those of you who are still learning it and still a little bit intimidated by your Instant Pot, I'll put the link to that below. But if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the comments below. I am happy to answer them. Okay, so wouldn't you know it, I'm sitting here waiting for this thing to come to pressure. Waiting, was taking forever. I left it on venting. I can't even believe I did that. So I did quickly turn it to sealing, and I hope it works. And I guess we will find out. But it's probably a good time for me to say, if you want good Instant Pot recipes, you could keep searching Pinterest all day long, or you can just go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, which will alert you every time a new video comes up. All right? I will be back with you to show you if this works. Okay, I am dying to know if these worked. I think they did, so that's good. Let us check it out. They are perfect. I'm gonna poke it just to make sure. Yep, they're nice and soft, and that is the way you want them. Now, when I'm cooking these for dinner, I go ahead, put them in, cook them, and make sure that they are tender, which these are. And then if you look, I think that camera's on, yeah. If you look, you'll see there's a little bit of water left at the bottom, which is perfect because then the potatoes will absorb that. And what I do next is I add the cream. Now it's 1/2 cup of heavy cream. This is actually 1/2 and 1/2, so it won't be quite as creamy, but it is all I had in the refrigerator today. And then I add 4 tablespoons of butter cut into 1 tablespoon chunks. Throw it in there and I set the lid back on. Now what this does is it'll just heat up that butter and the cream. Oh wait, one more thing. I could do this later too. But I also add 2 teaspoons of salt, and you will then modify the salt depending on your taste. Okay, now I put the lid on and I just let it sit there. I don't repressurize it, don't do anything like that. I let it sit there to warm up the cream and warm up the butter. Just for 2 or 3 minutes, then I am going to mash it. Okay, so since standing here for 4 minutes would be really boring for everybody, including me, I'm just gonna go ahead and mash it now. But it really actually comes together really, really well if you wait those 3 or 4 minutes. And if you look, the butter really is already pretty well melted. I also like to add some fresh pepper. Again, do that to your taste. My husband is not a huge pepper fan. I am, so usually I split the difference. Now, I just use a hand potato masher. This is one of my favorite things in the kitchen. I love it. And just mash away. Now, if you want to use a hand blender to mash your potatoes, you absolutely can do that as well. They will be a little lighter and fluffier, but I like it dense and chunky. So it's total personal preference. Just a tip, only use the hand blender if you're using your stainless steel pot. You don't want to use your enameled pot because it could ruin it. So let's just mash it and scoop up and make sure that water gets incorporated and the cream and the butter. And as you're mashing, you just want to go ahead and scoop around the bottom to make sure all the liquid is coming up to top. And if you look at that, yes, again, the camera's on. These are just absolutely perfect. See, look at that, yum. Okay, I am going to scoop them into a bowl and show you what I absolutely love about this is the texture. You've got the texture from the skin. The potatoes are still kind of dense and chunky, and that's it. Now, I also like to add a little pat of butter on top sometimes when I'm feeling a little naughty. So they are ready to go. Now, if you make them in advance, like I told you, I do a little bit, maybe I throw them in an hour before dinner, you can just leave your Instant Pot on warm when it's done and they will stay nice and warm. Go ahead and put the lid back on so they don't dry out. If you are going to use your Instant Pot to make something else, scoop them out and put them in a bowl and put that bowl on top of another bowl that has super hot water in it. That will also keep them nice and moist and tender and warm. So, thank you for watching the Spicy Apron cooking show. Please comment below if you have any questions at all about your Instant Pot. Happy cooking and happy eating. I think I could live on these. I think I could eat them every day. I do. They're delicious. Enjoy.